Day 10. The magic. Magic dust everyone. Ancient spiritual teachings say that we give to another person with a full heart returns to us 100-fold. So being grateful and saying thank you to another person for anything you receive from them is not only urgent, it's vital for improving your own life. Gratitude is a powerful energy, so whomever you direct gratitude energy towards, that's where it goes. If you think of gratitude's energy looking like a sparkle magic dust, then when you express gratitude to another person in return for something you've received from them, you are literally sparkling them in a magic dust. The powerful positive energy in magic dust reaches and affects whomever you sprinkle it on. Most of us make contact with many people every day, whether it's on the phone, through email, face-to-face, at work, in stores, restaurants, elevators, buses, trains, and in many cases, the people we make contact with deserve our gratitude because we are receiving something from them. Think about the people you encounter on a typical day who provide you with some kind of service, like those working in stores and restaurants, bus and cabs, customers, service people, cleaners and staff at work. The people who work in service are giving themselves to serve you, and you're receiving their service. If you don't say thank you in return for the service, then you're not being grateful and you're stopping the good from coming into your life. Think about the maintenance workers who keep our transport systems working safely and those who maintain the service of utilities such as electricity, gas, water and our roads. Think about the cleaners of the world who clean the streets, public bathrooms, trains, buses, aeroplanes, hospitals, restaurants, supermarkets, office buildings. And you can't personally say thank you to all of them, but you can sprinkle them with magic dust by saying thank you the next time you pass one of them. And what I love to do, obviously, as you know, I'm a Reiki master as well. I love even just thinking of those people, so you mightn't even know what they look like. Just imagine then that you're sprinkling whomever has cleaned your office or whatever, that you're sprinkling them with magic dust, because energy is energy. And you can be grateful the next time you sit at a clean desk and walk on a clean sidewalk and across a polished floor. When you're in a cafe or restaurant, sparkle the magic dust by saying thank you to each person that serves you, whether they're cleaning your table, giving you a menu, receiving your order, filling you a glass of water, serving you a meal that you ordered, clearing your table, giving you a bill, giving your change. Remember to say thank you to every single person every single time. If you're in a store or a supermarket checkout, sprinkle magic dust and say thank you to the person that serves you or packs your groceries. If you are traveling on a plane, sprinkle magic dust by saying thank you at check-in to the people in security, the person who checks your ticket as you board, the cabin crew who greet you as you enter the plane. During your flight, say thank you to the cabin crew. Every time you perform a service for you, serving drinks or food or removing a plate or trash is a service. The airplane thanks you for flying with them, and the captain thanks you, and the crew thank you for doing the same, and thank them as you leave the plane. And every time you take off and land at a destination, say thank you, because in fact that you have flown is an absolute miracle in itself. Be grateful for those people who assist you in your work, whether you are a clerical staff, receptionist, canteen staff, cleaners, customer service people, or any of your work colleagues. Magic dust them with a thank you. All of them are doing a service and they deserve your continued gratitude in return. Store assistants, waiters, waitresses work very hard to serve people. They have chosen a job to serve other people, and serving the public means encountering all kinds of people in varying moods, including those who are ungrateful. Next time you are being served by a person, remember that that person who is serving you is a precious daughter or a son to parents, an irreplaceable brother or sister to siblings, a mother or father to a family and children, and a loved and adored partner or friend, and they deserve your kindness and patience. At times, you encounter a person in service who behaves rudely toward you, doesn't give you the attention you think you deserve. It may be more challenging to be grateful in this situation, but your gratitude cannot be dependent on another person's behavior. Choose to be grateful no matter what. Choose the magic in your life no matter what. It might help you to remember that you don't know what difficulties someone might be going through at the time when you connect with him or her. They may be feeling unwell. They may have just lost a loved one. Their marriage might just have ended, or they might be in desperation at a tipping point in their life. Your gratitude and kindness might be the most magical thing that happens to them that day. And that's why I always say to people as well, like I've always been a firm believer when I'm out walking in that, to say hello or good morning or something like that and put a smile on my face, because again, you never know what people are going through, and you might be the only person that person might connect with in that day, because they might actually have no one in their life at this current moment. If you thank someone on the phone for his or her help, don't throw away your thank you. Instead, give a reason why you're grateful. For example, thank you for your help. Thank you for going out of your way for me. Thank you for giving me so much of your time. Thank you for resolving the situation for me. I'm grateful to you. You will be amazed at the response you will be amazed at the response from the other person when you do this one simple thing, because they will feel your sincerity. When you say thank you to someone in person, look at his or her face. They will not feel gratitude or receive the magic dust unless you look directly at them. You've wasted an opportunity to help that person and to change your own life if you say thank you to the air, or say thank you by looking down, or say thank you while you're on the phone, because you're not really sincere when you do it. So when it means there, when you're on the phone, it means that, let's say if you're at a checkout and you're on your phone and you're like, oh, thank you, and you're rushing away because you're speaking on the phone, give the person you're with your undivided attention and connect with them. A couple of years ago, I was in a store buying a gift for my sister. The store assistant who served me listened to what I was looking for, and then went on search for the perfect gift as though it was for her sister. As the store assistant handed me the bag containing perfectly what I had wanted and wrapped, I received a call on my phone. I was finishing the call when I reached to the front entrance of the store and suddenly felt unsettled, feeling swept over me. I immediately returned to the store assistant who had helped me, and I not only thanked her, but I told her all the reasons why I was grateful for her and how much I appreciated everything she had done for me. I showered her with the gratitude magic dust. Her eyes filled up with tears, and the biggest smile you have ever seen swept across her face. Every action always has an equal reaction. If you really mean it when you say thank you, the other person will feel it, and you will not only have made the other person feel really good, but the gratitude will fill you up with indescribable happiness. That the day I walked out of the store, I felt incredibly happy. I don't use the magic dust only for the people who serve. I use the gratitude magical dust for all kinds of situation. When I say goodbye to my daughter before she drives to her home, I feel gratitude for having arrived home safely, and I wave the fingers in the air and imagine sprinkling magic dust over her in her car. Sometimes I sprinkle magic dust on my computer before I begin a new project, and I sprinkle magic dust ahead of me before I walk into a store to look for something in particular that I need. My daughter uses the magical dust when she is driving, and if she sees another driver who seems to be stressed or speeding, she sprinkles magic dust over them to help them feel better and to keep them safe. Today, take gratitude magic dust with you for the people who work in service, and look over every opportunity that you have to sprinkle magic dust on everyone by saying thank you. Thank at least 10 people who perform different services you benefit from today. It doesn't matter if you don't get the opportunity to do it in person, you can mentally acknowledge the people whose services you benefit from. The magic dust will still reach them. As an example, mentally say to yourself, I am really grateful for the cleaners who work through the early hours of the morning, making sure that the streets are cleaned of trash every day. I've never really thought about how grateful I am for the service, which is done like clockwork every day. Thank you. Make sure you keep count of the people in service you are grateful for, so that you know when you have thanked 10 different people for their service and sprinkled magic dust on them all. If you imagine they sprinkling magic dust falling over people when you thank them, you have a picture of what really happens in the invisible with the power of gratitude. With this picture in your mind, it will help you believe and know that the magic dust of gratitude really does reach people, and it will be available to help them to improve their lives. And every time you sprinkle magic dust over other people, it also returns to your own life. If you're at home today, then sit down with a pen and paper and journal, or on a computer, and go back to your mind, recalling instances where people in service went out of the way for you. It may have been someone on the phone, or it may have been a tradesperson who was determined to resolve the problem for you. Maybe you received great service from the mail person, the trash collectors, the recycling companies, the local store assistant. Make writing a list of 10 instances where people in service helped you, and send magic dust by saying thank you to every one of them. The magic reminder: read through tomorrow's practice today, because the practice for day 11 begins when you wake up first thing in the morning. So I'll obviously have this video uploaded for you so that you can listen to it after this if you want to, but make sure not to forget to do today's work. So the magic practice, day 10. As always, we're going to count our blessings, make a list of 10 things, write them down, be grateful for them, reread the list, and at the end of each blessing say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel how grateful you are for each of the blessing. Number 2, we're going to sprinkle magic dust on 10 people who perform a service for us by thanking them directly or otherwise by mentally acknowledge and thanking them. Feel grateful for the service they have performed. Now, I know some of you might get to this part and go, oh my God, like let's say if you're in bed sick and you're like, I'm not out today. Oh my God, I have to miss today. No, what we're going to do is we're going to think of situations that we've been in the past week, let's say, where we have been out and about, or we've been on the phone where people have helped us, whether they've helped us or they were in a bad mood, but they've done something for us. We are going to send them the gratitude magical dust. So do not miss today. Number 3, just before you go to sleep tonight, again, we're going to hold that magic rock in our hand, say the magic words, thank you for the best thing that has happened to us during today, and then we're going to listen to day 11, so we make sure that we are getting up and ready to go for day 11 tomorrow.